Good afternoon, Ali.
Hi.
Great. Ali, what can you offer us that other candidates cannot?
Well, I've worked in the accounting industry for approximately 5 years. I'm young, ambitious. I'm looking for a long-lasting career. I'm looking to work in an organization where I can move up in the ranks and possibly stay there for a long-term period. I still believe that youth is an important aspect in any organization, along with great experience you can gain along the way from other experienced members of the organization. And I feel that it's necessary to bring some youth in an organization because everything's changing. It's 2010, and a little bit of youth, it sort of aspires people to sort of like the elder generation. It sort of inspires them to see the new generation, to see that what they've done can actually trickle down the organization to the lower ranks, and they can possibly move up when it's time for them to move on.
Okay,
So,
fantastic. And what would you say are additional strengths that you have?
pardon me?
Your additional strengths?
Well, I'm ambitious, hardworking, reliable, durable. I'm proficient. Time management is very important in any organization. Team orientation, that's very important in any organization. Regardless, even if it's an independent task, teamwork is always important because communication and feedback is always necessary through any task. I feel those 7 skills are very important for anybody, and those are my strong strengths.
Fantastic. And so how successful would you say you've been so far?
So far, I've been a bookkeeper, and I've been a junior accountant and a customer service representative. And I've just been working in one company. I worked in 2 years as a bookkeeper, and I was pretty successful. They let me work from home after a year because they saw how reliable, how durable. I learned this stuff quickly because I have a passion for accounting, and I feel that that's my future because I really like the whole objective in accounting is to try to save people money, to try to minimize taxes, or to try to help individuals save their own money. And I feel that every individual needs a perfect accountant, and if you can save people money, just a smile on their faces is nothing better.
Oh, that's great. And what would you say are your limitations or big mistakes, that is, if you do have one?
Everybody has mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Mine would be, of course, experience compared to somebody who has already a majority of experience. I'm still coming up and learning. I've learned a lot in my 6 years of doing accounting thus far, but there's always more to learn. There's new international standards coming out, which possibly most people aren't familiar with, but I'm still learning it along the way because I'm trying to remember that every public company needs to follow international standards now, and I feel that the new knowledge is what I'm learning, and possibly the older knowledge is where I'm outdated. So I'm learning more towards the new aspect of things, so towards international standards, rather than the old Canadian standards that we used to follow.
Okay, great. And how long would you say it would take for you to make a meaningful contribution to our firm?
Right away. I can be hardworking, durable right from the get-go because it's always important. First impression is everything. If you don't have a good first impression, then it's very important that you have to set a good first impression. Because if you don't, as soon as you walk in the door, you'll start off with a negative perception, and then rather than positive perception. And the whole objective of any organization is to set a positive perception from the get-go. So if you don't do that, then you're coming out of a hole.
Okay, great. That sounds like pretty immediately. And what was the situation, briefly, that you worked under pressure or had to meet a deadline?
Every month is a deadline because people have to pay their government remittances, people have to pay their CPP, their EI, people have to, companies actually have to pay these things for the employers as well. There's always deadlines on a monthly basis, but the real pressure time is tax season, when actually everybody's trying to, especially near the last half of the tax season, where you have to file corporate and personal taxes, where companies are just bearing down your back to get everything done. They want you to work on the information now rather than tomorrow. So that's a very, very stressful time in any business. And I feel that if you can get through that, you can get through anything with regards to stress.
Okay, fantastic. And last question, when would you be able to start?
Right away.
So
I'm available anytime.
Okay.
I'm looking and continuously pursuing my career opportunities.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Ali, I want to thank you very much for your time and good luck in your search.